For years, aviation insiders and travelers alike waited for Boeing's next big leap forward, the Boeing 797. It was hyped as the new mid-market airplane, a revolutionary jet that would fill the gap between the single-aisle 737 and the long-haul 787 Dreamliner. Leaks, interviews, and industry presentations painted it as Boeing's next flagship, a lighter, more fuel-efficient aircraft meant to dominate medium-range routes. But then, it disappeared. No rollout, no prototype, and no official cancellation. The Boeing 797 simply vanished, leaving the aviation world asking, what happened? What was the Boeing 797 supposed to be? In the mid-2010s, Boeing faced growing pressure in a segment known as the middle of the market. Airlines wanted an aircraft capable of carrying 220 to 270 passengers over 4,500 to 5,000 nautical miles, perfect for transatlantic flights and long domestic routes. Boeing's 757 and 767 had once served this niche, but both were aging and lacked modern efficiency. Airbus had already filled the void with its A321XLR, which quickly became a bestseller. The rumored Boeing 797, officially referred to as the NMA new mid-market airplane, aimed to reclaim this territory. Reports suggested an oval-shaped fuselage, advanced composite materials similar to the 787, and new generation engines for unprecedented fuel savings. It was touted as a game-changer, blending wide-body comfort with narrow-body economics. The build-up and industry expectations. By 2017, Boeing executives were openly discussing the NMA concept at major airshows. Analysts predicted an official launch at the 2019 Paris Air Show, with service entry targeted for the mid-2020s. Airlines like Delta and United expressed strong interest, signaling demand for hundreds of units if Boeing could deliver. Aviation media buzzed with speculation about potential configurations, engine suppliers, and even the name. Most assumed it would be branded the Boeing 797. This hype was not unfounded. Boeing had a gap in its product line. The 737 MAX was limited in range and passenger capacity, while the 787 was too large and costly for medium-haul operations. The 797 promised to bridge the gap and keep Boeing competitive against Airbus's rising dominance in the segment. Why it never happened? Then, everything changed. In March 2019, the Boeing 737 MAX was grounded worldwide after two fatal crashes that exposed deep flaws in the aircraft's design and certification process. Suddenly, Boeing's focus shifted entirely to fixing the MAX crisis and restoring public trust. At the same time, the COVID-19 pandemic struck in 2020, devastating airline finances and slashing demand for new aircraft orders. Behind the scenes, the 797 program faced its own hurdles. Developing a clean-sheet aircraft would cost an estimated $15 to $20 billion, an enormous gamble at a time when Boeing was hemorrhaging cash. Moreover, engineers reportedly struggled with breakthrough technologies needed to meet performance goals. Without a clear path to profitability, Boeing quietly paused work on the project. By 2021, insiders confirmed what many suspected. The NMA had been shelved indefinitely. No prototype was ever built. Boeing executives hinted that future aircraft might incorporate lessons from the NMA, but the 797 name faded from public discussion entirely. What the vanishing means for Boeing. The disappearance of the 797 left Boeing vulnerable in the mid-market segment. Airbus's A321XLR, with its extended range and lower operating costs, quickly became the aircraft of choice for airlines seeking transatlantic flexibility. Boeing's failure to respond allowed Airbus to dominate a key market niche. Today, Boeing continues to evaluate future designs, including concepts for a next-generation single-aisle aircraft. But after years of delays, crises, and financial strain, the company faces an uphill battle to regain momentum. For many in the industry, the vanishing 797 symbolizes Boeing's lost decade, a period defined by crisis management rather than innovation. The Boeing 797 promised to redefine mid-market travel, offering airlines a modern replacement for aging 757s and 767s. It was teased, discussed, and eagerly anticipated, yet never materialized. The combination of the 737 MAX crisis, pandemic turmoil, and technological challenges sealed its fate, leaving Airbus to claim the market unopposed. Whether Boeing will revisit the concept in the future remains uncertain. But for now, the 797 stands as aviation's great what if, an ambitious vision that simply vanished before it could ever take flight.